snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Mahomes now on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the 1st quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself a big...
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this is recovered in the end zone by the defense. My goodness, what a late turn of events here. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a two-score swing that you just gave up.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left. And got his man complete. A gain of 39 that time. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know they're going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. His throw incomplete. Ryan Switzer, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
Jackson from the shotgun. Forced out to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They start on the ground with Pumphrey. Finding some room at midfield. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
On 1st down, Mahomes, and he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. A first carry now. This is Williams. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to get to Donnell Pumphrey. And now it's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway on a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. On
2nd down, Williams. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. 20. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Tucker now to add the point after. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City 1st.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. The Chiefs on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let it go deep. Right sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 30. The 20. 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 92 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker now for the extra point. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this game.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Going up top. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce And he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
They go play action with Jackson. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first. First half. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go. 319.
They go play action now. Jackson, he's going to try and go deep again. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. Adoree Jackson on the return. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The 2nd quarter score from Cincinnati. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson dancing to his left. Fights loose. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Play action. It's Jackson going for the deep ball. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They run with Pumphrey. Muscles him off. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Well, they do get 5 there, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do They'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Jackson now to return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire. It sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now let's go.
On third down, Jackson. And able to connect with Barrios. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Gone, 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 gone. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
To throw is Jackson. Off the play fake. Eluding the pressure right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Green 39.
Here's Jackson to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now let's go. Blue, landed.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Blue 90. Gone.
3rd and goal, Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Ravens will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And they're able to get this one across the 35. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to get it to T.J. Jones that time. And it's 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Williams. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play that time for the Ravens. 57 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
All right, here we go.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
Now Jackson on second down, being chased out left. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. The Ravens on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be third and a mile. Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Fielded about a yard deep. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
Slow. 15's mine. I got 15. 15's mine.
I can't believe they let you play.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this one is incomplete. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for For a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. Harris has it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
All right, here we go.
They run again with Harris. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And out come the Chiefs now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. One final try from Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 34. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, it's a loss that could wind up hurting a little as they fall now to 11-4. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.